far she had came. You know, no one ever thought that she would come this far, but to be ranked in the world, it's once in a lifetime for somebody to get ranked in the world. She beat some sensational people, and she got more tough people to come. In 6 days, she's getting ready to go to Korea to fight in the World Games. So that's when all the countries, it's like the Olympics, that's when all the countries come together and they seed out the best of the best. And she's right among the best of the best to be ranked number 5. She's the first female boxer to ever win the Golden Gloves in New Show. She's the first person, not only female, she's the first person to ever go to the World Games in Westchester. So her achievements is like sky's the limit. You know, she's just on a cloud floating, and it's a lot of dedication, and I got to give it to her. You know, there's no partying, there's a lot of sacrificing, there's no hanging out with her friends. You know, it's like in the gym, back home, eating right, sleeping, getting the rest, back in the gym. A lot of sacrifices. They have something called random drug tests. So if you're thinking about being on an Olympic team and you're walking on the sidewalk and there's a puff of marijuana floating around in the air and you can ingest some of it, and they knock on your door the next day for a random drug test and it pops up, you're off the team. You might have a stuffy nose and you go get some inhaler and it might have steroids in it. It comes out in your urine, you're off the team. So it's big sacrifice. She sacrificed her whole life.
You have to plead a case first and show proof of why, a reason why. It's like going to court. Like when you go to jail or go to court, you have a case. So I have a lawyer or someone with me to help me plead or testify why I took it. It has to be a reason why I took it. And then if they look it up and understand my reason, then I might get a pass. If not, then I'll get in trouble, suspended off the team or stuff like that. It's like Michael Phelps. So Michael Phelps was on the Olympic team. That's how he got caught with marijuana, because he gets a random drug test. Even though he's off season, regardless of his off season for us, we still get randomly drug tests. I do this every year. I have to qualify to be on a team every year, once a year in Spokane, Washington. So regardless if I win or lose, I'm still on the Olympic team. I just don't travel overseas. So for the rest of my life, I'm on the Olympic team. They can call me and say, I need you to come and fight in Brazil, because the other heavyweight girl wasn't coming. So I have to go. I can't say no. I have to go and fight in Brazil. So that's part of being on the Olympic team. Like you say, sacrifices. And it's not fully, I have my friends who won to the Blues, so I don't want you guys to think I can't really do anything. I do things. It's just when it's crunch time and it comes down to win gold medals and win and make history, you got to put things on the line. Like I know some people in here are athletes, so if you want that win, you got to learn how to put things on the line and hold it. Same with your work, scholarships, anything. Sometimes you got to sacrifice things to get what you want really bad. I say SOB. I tell the track kids, SOB means shortness of breath. You got to want it as bad as you want your last breath of air. All right. So I guess we're gonna show a few things and then be out your way.
Well, I'm a solo trainer. Chrystal learned from, like I said, Chrystal is a quick study, and she started with me from a little child, and I'm an ex-fighter, so I noticed, and I have a son too, that he went off into wrestling. He did very well too. But Chrystal just like stuck with boxing, and she got a lot of me in her. She fights similar like me, you know, and I caught her eye. She caught my eye, you know, the stuff that she was doing, you know, and I got like really attached to her a little bit more, because I'm looking at myself in the mirror, fighting and everything. She don't believe it. But she's telling me to be quiet now.
I usually have wraps. I don't have my wraps with me and my mouthpiece, but these are 12-ounce gloves. When you fight in amateur competition, the lighter you are, the lighter your ounces are. So if you're like, say, 106 and to 132, you fight with 10-ounce gloves. And when you're 145, And when you're at 152 in heavyweight, you fight with 12-ounce gloves. For dudes, for guys, your weight classes, the heaviest is 201 plus, that's super heavyweight. And then you have light heavyweight, which is like 195, and then it's underneath and underneath. For girls, the heaviest is 178 plus, and I'm 178 plus in that range. And if you're international competitions, you fight with 10-ounce gloves. I fight with 10-ounce gloves, and the lightest ones fight with 8-ounce gloves. And then you have headgear that you have to put on every time you have competition. But sometimes some headgear has to be marked that says USA. You can't use just any headgear. And international competitions, if you're a guy, now they start doing it like pros. You guys cannot wear any headgears at international competitions. But competitions out here, you guys do not wear, you wear headgear. Then we have cups. We forgot to bring cups. You have the big one is just for body work. The big one right there is just for body work. Then you have the speed bag. Speed bag helps you with your eye coordination and it helps you keep your hands up. And then you have basically the pads. Pads don't help you. It doesn't really help you like fight. It's mostly help you with technique and learn how to keep your hands up. So we'll just demonstrate a few things and then yeah, that'll be it. I'm going to demonstrate what a jab is, a power is, a hook is, and basically a put, and that's it.
One of the things I want to say for the ladies that's in here that's thinking about it, and I really believe it's unfair. Men fight 3 rounds, 3-minute round. Women fight 4 rounds, 2-minute rounds.
But they changed it now for pros and female pros and guy pros. Guy pros go up to, it starts from 4 rounds, 6 rounds, 8 rounds, and then 12. The girls now, we used to go always to 12 rounds. It's not 12 rounds anymore. They said because of our menstrual cycle, so they dropped it down to 10 rounds for us, which is not fair we feel like you're discriminating against females. But yeah, guys go always to 12 rounds, 3 minutes, and girls go up to 10 rounds now, 2 minutes, when it's supposed to be 3 minutes it used to be.
What about amateur? It's still 4 rounds?
Yeah. Well, it depends. Sometimes you can go, it depends on what type of competition it is. We can have 3 rounds, 2 minutes, or then 4 rounds, 2 minutes.
All right, guys, we're going to try to show you the basics of boxing. We'll get you started. We're going to start off with a jab, okay? Jab, double jab. Double jab, right hand, right hand, right hand hook, right hand hook, right hand hook, right uppercut, right uppercut, right uppercut, come back with the right hand, come back with a hook, do it again.
I know a lot of you like, I should make a noise. You gotta learn how to breathe and control your breathing. So that's why we make noise.
Good. Jab, jab, jab right hand. Come back with the hook. Come back with the hook. One more time. Good. Right hand hook, uppercut hook. Do it again. Do it again. Good. Double jab. Jab hook. Jab hook right hand. Do it again. Good. Any questions?
Will your fight and career be televised?
I'm not sure. Somebody called me and said that it might be on Showtime. That's what you heard?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and there's a station. Our last fight in Mexico, I was home waiting for the results, and my son called me and said they was raising their hand. It was on
The internet.
On the internet station, you know. So our fight is being broadcast out there. We just got to find out what internet station is on, you know. I'm talking about you see some exciting fights. Her last fight against Canada, she dropped the girl in the first round, and it was, you know, as a father, watching his daughter mature in the ring as much as she matured, you know, it's like a plus. You